Welcome back to the flashcard edition of Picture Podcast. We're just going to flip through some shots here, and here we are, South Park, Pennsylvania, leading Charles Townsend over the pro set. Yes, we're just going to keep it simple and keep moving on. So let's flip the page. This is a Vision Streetwear ad. Some of you people back in the day remember Vision Streetwear. They made a whole clothing line for action sports. They were one of the first action sports clothing lines. Sweatpants, shoes, basically everything but underwear. And they probably even made underwear at some point. So that was an advertisement I had done for them. Woodward, Pennsylvania, East Coast, not the one in California. I was at the original one and worked as an instructor and then actually became the director of the camp. So I was out there for 4 years. And that was a great experience back in the early 90s. MBO Grands right here, Mike King on the inside, Eric Carter behind Mike King, MR.T, Terry Tinette, and Kenny May. And as we open it up, MBO Grands. MR.T flexing his thoughts, interview in the magazine. You know, what's going on, how you doing, how you training, blah, blah, blah. Basic stats, I've always kind of been the same. So in this picture, I'm 6 feet tall, 168 pounds. So as much as people thought like, oh man, you were so big back in the day and stuff. No, I was so big because we were so young. Okay. That's what I looked like racing AA Pro, because I was AA in this photo. So 6 feet, 168 pounds. Yeah, I'm huge. Next photo. This was a backyard race. So right here, once again, 6 feet. I weighed a little bit more now because I was obviously older in this picture now. So this is more closer to Vet Pro. So now I'm weighing 182 pounds. Still doing the same workout. Same shit. Different day. Riding a Boss. 185 cranks. Looks like some kind of generic shoe. Oh, those are Adidas. I was going to say generic shoes, but those are the Adidas 3-stripe soccer shoes. Saba or whatever they call them. So yeah. So this was a backyard race here in NorCal. Another picture from the MBO Grands. Kaomi Waller in second, riding for Avent Bombshell. And Troy Lee. He always had some pretty good sponsors. He was good at doing that. This was an ICA race somewhere in Texas. International Cycling Association. That didn't last. You know, everybody that goes against USA BMX seems to get shut down at some point. But anyway, I was the #1 pro for ICA and never got recognized. Who recognizes a sanction that goes out, you know, after 2 years of running races? So anyway, I was supposed to win a Porsche, but not a legitimate Porsche. It was a kit car. So basically it was a Volkswagen with a Porsche body on it that was supposed to look like this, you know, 935, you know, turbo Porsche, but underneath it was a Volkswagen. But they couldn't even come through with that. So I kind of got burned. But I did get a paycheck. You know, I think I got a whopping $5,000, but I was supposed to get the $5,000 in the Porsche replica. MBL Grands. After I won #1 pro the first year. Once again, 6 feet, now 178 pounds. Yeah. Repeat photo. This was Cole Canyon, famous LA track, Cole Canyon. Powering at I don't know, second, third, fourth, who knows what turn. But anyway, great picture. Flat pedals, Vans. No, actually, those are Vision shoes. Vision streetwear shoes. And George Anthill racing pants, GA, Echo helmet, Kovaci wheels, and a nice MCS picture. So this is back east. I believe this was Alabama. Not sure the name of the track, but somewhere in Alabama. So once again, high seat post, flat pedals, looks like croupies, or they look like some generic croupies, most likely. Boss cranks instead of profile. Looks like a red Boss Spider. Kovaci wheels and hubs. MCS MR.T handlebars, frame and fork. Gearing, probably 4616. It's pretty much what I ran back then. Goggles on top and Jofa. This looks like Texas back in the day. So here we are. Old school gate, mesh. Todd Slavic, not sure who that is. Cody Smart, Sean, Texas, riding for White Bear. Riders ready, watch the lights. One of a traditional workouts, clean to press. We'll go ahead and turn the camera, clean to press. So lift from the floor, flip it up. We've all seen this in the Olympics. So it's not about the weight, it's about the movement. You know, everyone's like, oh, how much can you do? Dude, you can get strong doing this with a broom handle. It's about the movement, okay? So don't sweat the weight, you know. This is when I got into velodrome racing. So I got on the U.S. velodrome team thanks to Greg Romero. Kind of threw in my name. I got to go to the tryout, and next thing you know, I was on the team.